Hopefully, I'm on live. Not quite sure. This has been a struggle trying to even get this stuff to even like work. It's not as simple as it looks. So anyhow, I'm streaming live because I don't know how any other way to do it right now. But I wanted to talk to everybody about an awakening. It seems like everybody's feeling this aura of wanting to change and wanting better diets, wanting to exercise, just wanting to be at their best at this time, wanting to know what they're here for, or their purpose. And I actually went through layers due to the experiences that were quite turbulent in my life. I kind of went through an awakening period about 6 years ago is when I start seeing ones everywhere. Excuse the noise. I am doing this live and my kids are home from school. Summer break. So you are going to hear some stumping and some hollering, but ignore it. So basically, about 6 years ago is when I started seeing numbers everywhere as the number ones. And I thought I was going crazy. I kind of isolated myself at that time. And I think that's what it's going to take sometimes for the awakening to actually happen, is being alone and um, starting to focus more on yourself. And with doing that, you kind of start trying to develop yourself as an individual. And I was just trying to refocus my attention on myself at the time when I moved away from all my family and friends. So I started seeing these ones, and then my sister was supposed to be moving down shortly to where I had moved, because I was like, I don't want to be here by myself and bring my nephew down. So she came down, and she didn't believe me. At first she thought I was losing my mind until I started showing her everything that I was seeing. I would point it to her, then she started freaking out. Matter of fact, she started crying because she thought that, something weird was happening, because I was like, see, I'm not losing my mind. So then we went through this huge, or I should say long, process of trying to figure out what was happening. We did some research on why I was seeing ones, and I ran into something about how it's supposed to be of light and love, and I'm going through an awakening, and my DNA is being encoded, and I'm kind of like um, starting to be awoken. They have my attention, so pay attention, because the signs are being given to you to become enlightened. And so, with that being said, I've been on a roller coaster ride ever since then. With my emotions, with staying centered, with opening up my third eye. Because once you're opening up your third eye, then you're more susceptible, I think, to a lot of spirit, a lot of emotions, more empathetic, disturbances and noises. I'm more sensitive and more keen to things that I didn't used to be. So, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about some of those layers you go through, like religion. I went through researching Bibles and going through scriptures and joining semi-cult like religious organizations, trying to find the answers, because really you just go through, you want to know the truth. You want to know what the fuck is really going on, because you know that you've been lied to, right? And a lot of what you've been taught in school is bullshit at this point, and you just have to basically throw away everything you've been taught, even by your parents, and pave your own path, because there's been a veil lifted, and we are no longer prisoners of information that we've been fed, but now we are allowed to, through this new age, find ourselves and find the answers within ourselves, within this temple. You don't have to go into a church. The temple is just right here within your head space, right here when you open up your third eye. So this is what I've been going through all the while. I'm trying to guide 4 children, which I have had, and in these ways, which is a shell shock to them, because it's a lot different than how I was raised, and even how they have been raised over the last 15 years of me being a parent. So I'm just gonna do a quick overview of what my channel is gonna be about, because this is my first video. I'm kind of still getting acclimated to everything, but I definitely was told today that it's time for me to start being a more of a vessel for those that are wanting answers and going through the same thing that I've gone through and experienced over my lifetime, specifically the last like 6 years of my awakening. So that's what I'm going to do. You know, it all starts with meditating. It all starts with wanting the answers, first of all, not thinking that you have them, knowing that even when you do have the answers, you really don't know much because there's so much to that answer and there's layers to everything. Nothing is what it seems. Nothing is, what we think it is. So it takes time, soul searching, it takes research, and it takes you wanting to know the answers and you meditating on it so that, your higher self, your ancestors, your spiritual guides, whatever you like to call them, the universe, the source of it all gives you the answers that you're needing to direct you through this matrix, this maze, this illusion that we've manifested ourselves into because we want the experience. So, since this is my first video, I'm going to keep it short. And I'm going to see you again real soon after I figure out a couple more things. I'm going to get deeper into meditation and some of the things that I've experienced with other entities and beings along my way. So get ready for an interesting ride because it's kind of like a fairy tale. You don't even think or will believe some of the things that we really can be aware of if we just open more than just our third eye and channel our inner being. With that being said, one love, and I hope that I'll get lots of subscribers. Subscribe to me because I'm going to keep some videos coming. Now I have to figure out how to cut it off. Let's see.